All right, so what's good, y'all? So I had a request of pretty much understanding how the paper trading works. So what I want to do is I want to show you step by step how to not only just set up your paper trading, but how the tools for it actually work. So you're going to log into your tradingview.com. You're going to make an account. And once you have all of that made, then you're going to come down to the bottom and look where it says trading panel. And with this trading panel, you're going to click it and you should see something called delete. And as you scroll down, you should see it says paper trading. Now, you can connect your futures accounts with this, all these different brokers. But today we're going to be looking at paper trading. So when you click on it, you click connect. And what this does is it allows you to make an account. So I already have a couple accounts that I created, testing accounts. So when you make it, it'll start you out. I usually start with $100,000, and that way you'll be able to start trading. Now, so now that you have your account made, you can come down to the settings on the bottom right, which is down here, it looks like this, and then you click more settings. From here, you're going to come to trading, and to learn how to use this, turn on instant order placement. And the reason why is because this makes it a lot simpler for you to understand how to use. So you don't have to type out a bunch of different things. You can just drag and drop. In that way, and I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. So let's say for here, we're expecting the market to continue to go higher. And let's just say we see what we're looking for and we want to buy. Price, let's say it came into a fair value gap and we're like, all right, let's rock. I come here, the sell and the buy market. So when I click buy, we see that we're in the trade. This line is your entry, 19117.75. This number right here, yes, now that's your entry. Now, the number that you see here in the middle, that -10, is showing us what we're in. How are we in for, not what we're in, but how much are we up or down within this trade? So right now, we're down $25. So as that moves, that's going to be where you're going to look to see how much money you're up at the time and anything like that. Stop loss. With the instant, you're dragging and dropping your stop loss in certain places to wherever your desired position is. So we come here, I drag and I drop, and you see how as I pull it down, the number amount is increasing for the negative. Because in this case, we're looking to risk $170. So let's just say we were wanting to buy and we wanted our stop loss right here. We can drag this up and down and be able to see what our amount risk would be. And that's how you set your stop loss. Your take profit as you just drag and hold and drag it up. So now we're able to see exactly how much we can make if price were to actually hit our take profit. So here we see we have this, we have our stop loss and our take profit set. And how did I do it? Just to recap, when I clicked buy, I hovered over here and dragged my stop loss down and I dragged my TP up to where my intended target was. This little button right here is called the reverse position. So let's say when price got to our take profit and we were expecting it to reverse from there, we can click this button and what it'll do is close our position and enter us in the opposite. So we see right here, we're in for a buy. Let's say I thought it was going to continue to sell and go lower. When I close this, it will close out a -$80 because that is what we're down right now. Whatever it is in the negative, that's what it'll close out, or positive, and put you in the opposite direction. So just like I do this, now we're in a sell market order. We're expecting price to go lower. And for the sell, adjusting the stop loss and take profit is the same. For a sell, I drag my stop loss above here. I see I'm risking $165. And my take profit is down here. And let's just say I'm looking to make 300. Now I know how to enter a trade using the instant placement. I know how to set my stop loss and my take profit just like that. And as you do this, you're able to see on the bottom right, P&L, your total loss and profits to see what your account is for the day. A lot of the time, or not necessarily just for the day, you can look at your account history. And this will pretty much tell you everything that you need to know and what has gone on with your account. So you'll see before, One trade I took, I made 1%. And when I reversed the position right here, it did a minus 65. So that's just showing you what your trading is doing, what your account is doing. Now, to close a trade, let's say you want to close a trade early. All you'll do is click that X button and it will close your trade automatically. Now, what I actually want to go over is something called limits. So what limits are is they allow you to place an entry where you want price to go or where you're expecting price to go without having to be there. So for instance, let's say if I want price to come down to this price right here, 19,113, I can place a limit here that says when it gets here, I'm going to buy and place my stop loss and take profit already prior to me actually being into the trade. So in order to do that for my more advanced traders, you're going to come to more settings and get rid of the instant placement orders. And this is how you'll have full control over prior, how much you're going to risk, everything like that. Now limits, you would come here. So you'll click one of these, you'll click buy or sell. For instance, let's say we want to buy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to limit and I'm going to type in the price that I want to be entered at. So we're just going to say 19,113. 19,113. Let's say my stop loss, I want it to be 19,108. 19,108. And let's say my take profit, I want it to be 19,125. 19,125. So now I know here my stop loss, I'm risking $100 and my take profit is going to be 240. So all I do with the limit is I click buy. Now what we see is price has my take profit up here and my stop loss down here. So I don't even have to do anything at this point because now if price touches this buy limit, it will enter me into the trade. And that way, no matter what will happen, I can do whatever I want to do. You can go to sleep, go eat Chipotle or whatever. But in this case, this allows you to be able to set trades and go to sleep. So if you've heard set it and forget it, this is how you're able to do it. If you're in a longer term trade or longer term trades, you're waiting for the fair value gap, even on the 1 minute, you're able to set buy limits. So for instance, if I want to move this up a little bit, I can move it. And all I do is I just modify the order. So as soon as this price touches here, you're able to enter. So now that it touched it, we're in the trade. Here are some pros about limits. Some pros about limits is it takes away you having to sit in front of the chart and wait for price to get there. You're able to get the best price, the exact price that you want. It takes away the rushing ability of you feeling like you need to get in the market because of you missed a move. It takes away all of that. So before you even do anything, and it allows you to not hesitate because it does it for you. So once you're already in the trade, you don't have to do anything. Just like now, when it hit that limit, when it hit that price, it automatically put us in. Some cons about limits, though, is you will find times where you will not be entered to a trade because price might miss it by 1 pip, 1 point. I had a time where price didn't hit my limit by 0.25. It was that close, and it did not activate. So that is something that does end up sucking and is not the best when that does happen. Another thing is you're not able to react off of price by how it's moving because as you get better at trading, you're able to kind of move with the flow and tell the momentum of the market. And if you see price is just selling hard and it gets to your fair value gap and it continues to sell without even being like no rejection, you could have probably saved yourself that because price was moving that fast. With a limit, it doesn't matter. It's either you're in or you're out. So I hope this was helpful, that you understand how to use the paper trading better. And don't feel free to rewatch this, stop it, rewind, because this is a great example and a great, pretty much a great tool that you're able to use and be able to test your strategy. So, all right, y'all, I love y'all and I'll catch y'all on the flip. And if you have any more videos or questions or anything like that, let me know. Shoot me a message in the community chat, shoot me a message on Instagram, or comment under the post. That way I can make sure I'm doing exactly what y'all want and giving you the value. So, hey, I love y'all and peace.